Hi, Lightbody Studios, the Oregon Oracle. I want to tell you a story about when I was 4 years old and I was staying with my great-grandma. And it was summertime, and I stayed with her for about 2 weeks while my sister was having kidney surgery. She's younger than me, so it was a big deal, and my mom and dad, needed to have time off with her to be in the hospital and do a bunch of stuff. So I went and stayed with great-grandma for a little bit. And she had this wonderful thing where she made cookies, Christmas cookies. And every year you got a tin, and there were like 2 dozen, 3 dozen cookies of each type, and you had 5 cookies. So it was a lot of cookies. And it always felt magical when you'd open it. And I always thought, because I was young, I was 4, that Grandma, poof, waved a wand and all those cookies were done. So imagine my surprise when she goes, "We're going to make Christmas cookies." Yay! So we make cookies and she freezes them, and we're going through the day, and I remember very vividly that my great-grandmother was what they call a teetotaler. She didn't believe in alcohol of any kind. It was the devil's, gateway kind of thing. And she'd get into arguments with my granddad, her son, and them often because they're alcoholics. And so this struck me as, very vivid in my memories. I wasn't feeling good, and it was late, and I got up to go to the bathroom, and there was a light underneath the bathroom door, and I heard my grandmother talking to herself. So I pushed the door open, and there she's standing in front of the mirror with a shot glass of whiskey in her hand. Over the lips and past the gums, watch out stomach, here it comes. And then she down that, and then turned and looked at me, and I said, "Grandma." And she goes, "Oh, my honey child, do not let your eyes deceive you. What you see here is strictly for medicinal purposes only. I have a shot of whiskey every single night before I go to bed, and I have not yet to be sick a day in my life." So that story came to my mind because I know what I saw. I saw my grandmother with a 5th of whiskey hidden in her bathroom, where she would drink a shot of whiskey every single night to ward off bad stuff. But if you got sick, you got a shot of whiskey, etc., etc. But me catching her in the act of doing something, the whole ritual and everything, and then her telling me, no, I didn't do that. Your eyes are lying to you. My eyes are not lying to me. You are. It's called gaslighting. So when you see videos online that are live from many different angles showing you what you see, believe it.